Mocha family, I am back as promised to clarify my son's locks. He's home from college for Christmas break, and I thought this would be a great time to get this done. What he has is basically buildup from residue from shampooing his hair. When you have locks, you really have to take the time to rinse, and maybe even rinse more than what you would think is necessary to get all of the product out of your hair. And my son is 4 months into his locking process, so I tried to do some research to find out the proportions for making this mix, but I noticed that most people were doing it in a sink and they were using much more baking soda and apple cider vinegar than I thought would be necessary. And so I basically eyeballed it and tried to come up with something on my own. But when I added the water to that mixture, I noticed that a lot of the water floated to the top and then the rest kind of made a slurry at the bottom of the bowl. And so I transferred the water to a spray bottle that I'll add to his hair later. But right now I am scrubbing his scalp with kind of like this harsh feeling, grainy feeling scrub that the baking soda makes, because I felt like his scalp could be cleaner than it was. He doesn't have any flakes or anything like that, but I just could tell that maybe the sulfate-free shampoo hasn't been breaking down the sebum on his scalp as much as it could. I mean, his hair is super thick, and so unless he really takes his time when he's shampooing his hair, sometimes I don't think the shampoo makes it down into his scalp and he does a good enough job of scrubbing. So after rubbing that slurry through, this is the leftover baking soda solution, and then I'm going to make the magic happen that happens between baking soda and apple cider vinegar by spraying that onto his head last, and that is going to be in a blue spray bottle. And the solution for that is half apple cider vinegar and half water. But you guys, I was really just guessing. I noticed that a lot of people just guessed and nobody came back and said that their hair was ruined. So I took a chance that this would be okay. So the suds that it seems like he has on his head right now, that's basically the apple cider vinegar and baking soda bubbling and fizzing. So it wasn't any kind of big reaction or anything like that. And so I just made him cover his head with a shower cap and sit for like 20 minutes or so, half an hour, to let the magic happen of it breaking down the residue that was in his locks. And you guys, it came out beautifully. It really, really did. But I just really wanted to encourage anyone out there who is struggling with buildup. I think it's kind of like a natural part of managing your locks, because you're not working with individual strands anymore. It's almost like trying to wash your hair while it's still in braids or twists. It's very easy for product to get trapped up in there. So my advice to you would be to rinse your hair as much as you can, and when you think you're done, rinse your hair some more. It just takes a lot of rinsing and a lot of patience, and it's no wonder my son struggled with this since he's on a college schedule and he's really busy. So if you guys want to hear more about my son's locks and you would like me to interview him, let me know in the comments down below. Be blessed.